Ayn Rand also, some call her Ayn Rand, also, just to review, she called her so-called philosophy, she called it objectivism. Okay, and what's the problem with that? Well, it relates consciousness to existence. And as soon as you introduce consciousness, you're way far away from what is known as objective. And it includes irrelevant features like happiness, productivity, morality. All those things are opinions. That belongs to religion, not to science, not to philosophy, if philosophy is a science. Which Ayn Rand, by the way, as you saw in the previous, here it is again, she called it, science. Was that it? No, got the wrong one. I think I'll get to it a little later. Anyways, the point is that according to Ayn Rand, philosophy was one of the sciences. Okay, here it is, I think. Let's see. Somewhere she said it's a science. Yeah, there it is. The second one includes ontology, metaphysics. Philosophy is the science that studies existence. So Ayn Rand believed that philosophy is some kind of science. So she had it backwards. She said you start with philosophy, you end with science, but philosophy is one of the sciences. And again, she didn't define science either, so it didn't matter anyways. Okay, so what's my objection to it? Well, if you look at the word objective, like if you look at the Wikipedia, and it says being the object of perception or thought, belonging, I don't think it was the wiki, I think it's just the dictionary, but belong to the object of thought rather than to the thinking subject. Okay, not influenced by personal feelings or opinions. I pretty much agree with all that. And subjective, existing in the mind, belonging to the thinking subject rather than to the object of thought, etc., etc. And that's the notion that I have also in general terms of what objectivity and what subjectivity mean. Objective means that, you kill the observer, get rid of the observer, okay? And once you get rid of the observer, then you know that what's left is objective. And it's when we introduce subjectivity like consciousness and so on that we mess it up completely. And we call it objective, but it's subjective. Because at that point, people introduce what they saw, what they felt, what they believe, and they say, well, it's objective, and I proved it. It's the truth, okay?